everybody. This is Mike with Birdman Gaming, and as promised, even though I'm running a little bit late, tonight I'm going to do some reviews. The reviews, of course, are going to be a movie. Actually, I'm doing two movies and a TV series. If you watched my videos last week, you would have heard me say that I was rewatching the 4400. And that's going to be the series I'm going to give you a couple ideas about real fast. So before I do that, of course, if you like this, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the bell icon to be notified when I post something new. And with that being said, let's get into some reviews. I'm going to do this real quick. The 4400, which is what I'm going to do first, was a TV series that started in 2004, went 4 seasons. It deals with people throughout time, starting I think in the 40s, and just vanishing. 4,400 people vanished. And they were all returned, all at the exact same time point, all together. So, in Seattle, roughly, in that general vicinity, actually. And each one, to a degree, is different. They were taken and basically almost frozen. So there's a girl, Maya, she's like 9 years old when they took her from, I want to say it was like 46. I don't remember, I'd have to go back and rewatch again. She was taken from 1946 and returned to 2003-2004 Seattle area. And she's still 9 years old. For the way that it was done and the storylines behind it, it was way ahead of its time. Now we've got a show called Manifest that is on NBC that deals with people vanishing for 5 years. 5.5 years, and then returning. We had a show, Fringe, that ran for several seasons. That was about fringe science. So, for what it was way ahead of its time. I absolutely loved the show. I hadn't watched it in a long time. I think last time I had watched any episodes was in like 2008, maybe 2009. So I just spam watched the entire 4 seasons. The first season is a half a season, essentially. I don't remember how it did on ratings back then. But like I said, I enjoyed it. It's a fun show. Definitely something different if you wanted to watch it. Now on to the movies. I finally got around to watching Captain Marvel last night, actually. It was a fun movie. The entire movie, for me, though, was, and this is a spoiler for those of you who haven't seen it yet, which there's like 4 of you. There's a scene on a subway car where Stan Lee is reading the script for Mallrats. I'm a big Kevin Smith fan. I'm a big Stan Lee fan. Yes, I know Stan Lee was in Mallrats. It was a great scene. So the movie, the majority of it takes place in the, I want to say, early to mid 90s, and right around 94, 95. They never actually come out and say exactly what year it is, but that's what I'm thinking. And so that scene was just, it was perfect. And that made the movie for me. All in all, though, it was a very, very fun comic movie. I've still got a few in the Marvel Cinematic Universe I haven't watched yet, like Black Panther. I haven't watched Endgame yet. I haven't watched any of the Ant-Man films. So, I've still got, like I said, a few that I haven't watched yet. Um, but needless to say, it's been fun. Uh, the other movie I want to talk about. The majority of you know that, and I've said it before, I'm a horror movie nut. I watch horror more than any other genre of film. So, a lot of my reviews when it comes to movies are going to be horror. This one is one of those films. Um, it's called The Odds. There's very few movies out there with a very small cast that get me. Um, the original Evil Dead with 5 cast members, because I don't count Tom Raimi and Sam walking down the street as cast members. Um, that was a good film. Hard Candy had 5 cast members. When you count Ellen Page, you count the guy, you count the guy at the bistro or coffee house rather. You got Sandra Oh, and you got the guy's ex-girlfriend. That's it. 5 cast members. The movie was beyond phenomenal. So those are movies with 5-member casts that are just great films. So I did not know a thing about The Odds when I started watching it, and it was, I want to say, last night or the night before that I watched it. Five cast members. I will not give away anything that actually the the main bulk of the movie. The premise is it's a game, and if you win, you get X number of dollars. I think it was $1 million. Um, there are some scenes that really, really got to me. I've had issues with my feet and my ankles my entire life. And so the scenes that take place with the feet and ankles, it's the feet in this film, got to me. Um, Made me cringe a bit. The film itself it's a low budget movie, obviously. You have 2 settings, essentially. You have the setting where she's with her daughter, the main character, Um, and you have The Room, where this game is being played. That's the only two sets that they used. Um, and again, 5 cast members. I couldn't tell you any of their names. I've never seen any of them in anything before. For being a extremely low budget horror movie, it was well done. Um, Definitely, if you watch it, go in with very low expectations, like I did. You'll enjoy yourself. Um, Other than that, though, I mean, yeah, it was good for what it was. If you think of like what's the name of the movie? Would You Rather? That movie had a few bigger name stars, um, but you're playing against other people, and if you win, you get X number of dollars. Blah 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 blah. Um, it's along that line. But yeah, definitely, I'd recommend it. But again, go in with low expectations. And with that being said, we just crossed the 12-minute mark. So if you like this video, of course, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the little bell icon to be notified when I post something new. And remember, take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Be good to one another. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys with the state of the channel later this week.